toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Bruins will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. To the air, it's Mateer. Got a man, it's Ott. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. The give to the back. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
Kick is in the air. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds.
Let's go. Right. Single.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Finds his man. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Bruins line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Just a short pass to the tight end. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Man, he had to get rid of that thing. I don't even think he had time to find the laces, but he picks up the 1st down.
Yeah, that's a great job. You know, 3rd and short, the defense is bringing pressure. He sees the pressure, gets the football out, and gets just enough for the first down.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to throw it. He's got the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
And the Bruins are on the move. Motion from the wide receiver. Here comes the option. Oh, he's got some space.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Might be changing the route. Try to get it to the edge. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They need the 40 to convert here on third down. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Bruins will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Leaves it with the running back. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He's into the open down the middle. Running inside the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners.
In the end zone.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
7, UCLA 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
Will take over 1st and 10.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Throws to the wideout. Can't hold on, he had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quickly complete. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Behind the chains now on second and long. Caught in the backfield. It's Matthews. There he goes. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the Bruins have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw again. Catch in the middle. It's Marshall. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
They'll run it on first and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. That's got it. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, UCLA!
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Tatum. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Starts a drive trying to go up top. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Caught over the middle, it's Gibson. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
And the Sooners come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll throw on third and short. Pocket breaking down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And here's Here's what I like about this play, man. First thing you do is take away the easy stuff. Make him react, get him outside the pocket, and now you got to catch him. You got to have a plan for a mobile QB when he gets out the pocket. Who's going to pull the trigger, come up, and chase after him? Nice discipline by this defense to get the sack.
Punt is on its way. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Making side adjustments here. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. On the run, it's Cox. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Bruin uniforms look pretty, but don't let it fool you. They'll stick their face in the fan and run it tough like a Freeman McNeil used to.
Okay, a good pull. Freeman McNeil, I don't remember him, but I do remember a guy like Maurice Jones-Drew, who's a little bowling ball and just ran physical, and just finding those guys that you can feature in your offense.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wide receiver comes in motion. Power football with the run. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period.
No gain on the play.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Bruins are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
What a play by the defender there, guys, in his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Wants to throw again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
He leaves it with his back. That's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Finds his tight end. Feeds him the stiff arm, and he's running free. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Turning it on! Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
And we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it starts.
Oh, a lot of space. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Will take over. First and 10.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer, take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
Now on second down. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. Got his man downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Some programs just seem to be built for a great passing game. The patron saint of Bruin passers is Troy Aikman.
And honestly, Reese, it makes me think of the UCLA blue, the sweet uniforms with the gold, just quarterbacks looking sweet, McNown, DTR, looking the part, being the part.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The quick out. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Nice job playing physical by the defense. That's a great job. He catches the ball, gets a yard, and the defense goes, no, sir, you go no more. And now next time he catches it, where's that dude at? I'm going to find him. Stay away from him.
Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
It's hard enough to get this guy on the ground once. That's his second sack of the day. Nice job getting in the backfield, not getting deceived by this guy's speed, because we've seen this QB, man. He can make people miss. Nice job getting him on the ground for the second time today.
They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Sategna. At the 40, there he goes. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. I don't think he was the primary receiver on the play, but when you get that open, you become the primary target.
You ain't lying. A great job. Credit to the quarterback seeing it, because you have your primary guy you want to go to first. He sees him wide open, delivers the strike. That's the guy you should hit, the guy that's open. Don't get hung up on that first guy all the time.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
To the air. It's Mateer. Makes the grab. It's up. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. You force him into 3rd and medium. Now you get a situation where you're playing pass, but, man, got to do a better job of keeping that rabbit in the cage. Don't let him outside the pocket, because when he does, you see right there, he chews up 10 quick and gets that 3rd down conversion.
Back swinging for the goal line. Touchdown Sooners! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down.
We'll take over 1st and 10.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just...
Oh, he's got some. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
In the end zone.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Oklahoma 28, UCLA 7.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Bringing it back.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Hog, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to going at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. It takes advantage of great field position.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll bring it out. And the ball's free deep in his own territory. And they dive on it and get it back. And boy, that would have been a disaster to hand it right back to them.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Makes the catch, it's Matthews. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap.
It's a running room. The 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bruins.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
Oklahoma, 35. UCLA, 14.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The Sooners in the hurry-up. Looking for room. It's Tatum. At midfield, he's got room. There he goes. 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 60-yard run to the house. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Will take over. First and 10.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
He's tackled at the 17-yard line. Brings up second down.
That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away.
UCLA 14.
The Sooners will kick it off to start the second half.
Set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
Take over. First and 10.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well.
Running wide open down the gut of the field. He's at the top, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, UCLA! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. To the air, it's Mateer. Fires to the tight end. Turning it on! Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for space. It's Ott. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Looking downfield on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Right down the middle. He's got an open man. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Man, I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
He's looking to pass. Here's a heat. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Sooners!
Number 10.
What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain. When your defensive ends, you got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing.
49, UCLA, 21.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Throws for the tight end. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And they'll take over.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. From the gun, running back on the move.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's got it on the right. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. And this quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel
he's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
In the end zone.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And right down the middle.
56, UCLA, 21.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you can tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. Those are one of those plays where he puts it on the money and you just try to make yards after the catch, but keyword being after the catch.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Thomas. Oh, he's got some space. At the 30. Inside the... And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bruins!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Sategna. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. It's a draw. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Sooners can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it from the gun. And some room to work. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Back to throw. It's Mateer. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Runs through the tackle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with the pickup of 4. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Burks. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
28.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snags a quick pass on the left.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. Gets it out quickly. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
Rushes on him. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Brings up 2nd down.
And the Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Quarterback making checks. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Gonna take a shot. Snags it at the 30, still running. Finds a seam. Touchdown, UCLA. Once he got some room, it was over.
Yeah, Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And he tacks on the extra point.
63, UCLA, 35.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man.
Will take over. First and 10.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. It's a fumble. Oh, and he's able to get it back and saves himself a rear end chewing.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. You have a big lead in the fourth quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, in saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you on the recruiting trail and in the future, and, you know, kind of take that, a little rub their nose in it.
Grab near the marker. It's Burks. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Sategna. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
They go to the ground. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Fires to the big fella. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Looking for room. It's Ott. There he goes. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Wide open downfield. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
Really nice job there of the quarterback reading coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
With the run on first and goal. Looking for the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Number 0.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
70. UCLA 35.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. After that last completion, it's second down. Wants to go up top. Unloads it left. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on third down. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.